Hello and welcome to Three Yanks and a Brit. I guess I'll be yanking by myself for a while. That's never good to say, but that's what it is. I'm waiting on the panel to show up, but we had a fantastic 2-0 victory against Villa. Wasn't pretty, folks. Let's be honest here. It was not pretty. We had Mings gift us a goal in the beginning and then Mount set piece. But other than that, Villa looked the better team and looked the more dangerous team. Kepa, where'd we find this dude? Where'd we get this guy from? Because this is not the Kepa that we've seen lately, or excuse me, in the previous seasons. But he's back and he's firmly in there with the number one. He's got a manager that believes in him. So, we're at the Kepa regen season. So he kept us in this game. As good as those two moments from Mount was, and there were just two moments from Mount. Nothing more than that. I thought he was quite off the pace again today, but he did have those two brilliant moments. So you have to give him that. But for me, Kepa, man of the match. He's definitely back. He's ready to go. And that's great because we now have a goalkeeper that's got some confidence in himself and can play out of the back. So let me find out where these idiots are. So there we go. There's one of them. What's up, Josh? You're leaving me high and dry today, man. What's going on? Uh-oh. I still might be alone. It's just that Wi-Fi is moving mad.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. So yeah.
Okay, my bad. Yeah, sorry, I was just transitioning, but
yeah, well, good luck with that. We're gonna call you Josina from now on. Josina.
Transitioning vehicles, I guess. Transitioning vehicles.
Okay. Hey, nowadays you never know, bro.
How you doing, man?
Never know. So give me your thoughts real quick. Uh-oh. I think it's the sound of silence. He's still transitioning. So we're have to give him a little time. Marv should be here shortly. Maybe we see an appearance from the Surfer. I don't know where Carlito is. You know the old Chuck Berry song. What'd you say, Josh? You with me?
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, sorry, I'm just trying. If I'm in and out a little bit, it's just going to be a minute. But yeah, no, I'm with you, man. We're how you feeling about the game? How we doing?
Well, I thought we actually played kind of crap. To be perfectly honest, it wasn't a classic Chelsea performance.
Right.
But sometimes you got to win. We got to win ugly, and then we definitely did win ugly today. We had two moments from Mount. One was a gift. One, he did very well with the free kick. But it was Kepa. It was Kepa regen game. Keeping us in that bad boy.
Yeah, he was awesome today. Absolutely awesome. Yeah, I agree. Not really like a classic win, but listen, these are the things we weren't doing previously. Was getting that ugly win. We would end up with a draw, or sometimes we would even drop that game. So to have, to me, it's so refreshing to have some depth finally, because we were able to make some changes, bring some fresh legs on, and they affected the game towards the end there. So. Yeah, not a classic win, but a win nonetheless, and the 3 points are very important. So,
yeah, when you go back and review the season, you don't go to this game and go crap play. We stole one. You go 3 points. Hey, we move.
Yep.
Right?
No
I don't
question.
think you get it. Yeah, you don't get an extra point for style.
Yeah, no, definitely not. And that's what good teams do. They win games like this, where you're in kind of a not a great day of form for some guys in key positions, and to still get 3 points is, that's what you're asking for from a good team. So, yeah, definitely. I think we just move on. Definitely you could critique a lot of performances today, but I don't know that it's necessarily, it's one of those things, you just take your 3 points. Now, that's what we do. We talk about players, and there were some players to talk about, but, you win 2-0. That's another one. It's hard to do a lot of complaining,
Yeah, and they do say that 2-0, as we say here in
Yeah,
the States.
yeah.
Is one of the hardest matches to win, because that's the one you're not really out of the line of fire. You're not really safe because you can get 2 goals, especially if you get the first one and it's 2-1. Squeaky bum time. But
Yep.
we did sack up enough to bring home the 2-0 score line. And look, there was some performances that were not up to snuff. We can talk about those, and we will.
Yep.
Oh, here we go. Speak of the devil, and he shall show up. I guess, huh? We said Beetlejuice one too many times.
Hey!
Hey!
Hold on 1 second. Hold
Sure.
on.
Make sure you got it adjusted right. It's a lefty type day, not a righty type day. So make sure it's situated correctly. No, nothing. I get crickets from this guy. Look at him. We looked almost like we were playing under Tuchel again. Did you get that kind of a vibe from?
There was a little bit of that vibe. Like, I guess maybe early in the game, it was like some guys were maybe playing. I thought early in the game that both wingbacks were kind of doing their corresponding center back a bit of a disservice with how we were set up. But there was that vibe where, this is the kind of a game where Chelsea might draw, might maybe even drop a point late in the game. And you still wind up 2-0. So it's, to me, it's a good thing on Potter. Some of the subs I was a little nervous about myself because they're just not maybe the subs I would have preferred to see. But at the end of the day, they all did a good job. So, that's part of, as a fan, just starting to trust Potter a little bit more and his decision making. And I thought he was spot on again today with the changes he made. Gallagher gave us a little bit of fresh energy. Dave, a little bit of calmness. Jorginho came on and helped kind of settle down a bit in the middle, because I think Kovacic today was one of those guys you could maybe have a conversation about, was a little bit erratic today. But yeah, everyone played really well. It was nice.
Well, we had that classic 3-3-3-1 with the false right wing back in Raheem Sterling. No, still nothing from Carlito, huh? Nothing.
What?
He hates that, by the way.
What?
We played a 3-3-3-1 with a false right wing back, right? Yeah.
All these fake formations that people that only play FIFA and actually don't watch the games, they just play FIFA, so they know all these formations.
I love doing this to him.
Ridiculous.
I love doing this to him. But those are subs we had to make because we were getting cooked down both sides, but down wide left, and right.
Jared, I don't understand why he's trying to church it up, Dirt. Go with Koulibaly. Why are you not starting him? That's insane to me. Insane.
That was interesting. That was an interesting start or person to sit. But it is what it is. He came on and did a job when he came on.
Yeah, and of course, the ever-present, the streaming demon.
Hey.
Mr. Winter Surfer, what you say, my guy?
He's surfing in the winter, he's surfing in the summer.
Wow. That was arguably our worst team performance under Potter. But 3 points are 3 points. I'll take that. I heard what you said at the start, Jester. I totally agree. That was like watching Tuchel parts of that game in the first half, especially. Let me just get this right. Kepa was awesome today, and if anyone says he isn't the man of the match, I don't know what you're smoking. Mason Mount might have scored 2 goals, and there were 2 good goals. But the only reason that we're able to say we got 3 points today, or have a chance of having 3 points today, was because of the
goalkeeper. Come on! Leeds, no! Sorry, Edu. Sorry. That was an involuntary response. No, they just. Oh, he missed a sitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. First of all, I always say that, you know me, Jester. The result is the key for me. Performance comes secondary. 3 points are 3 points. We're rising. 19 points, game in hand. We go. I do want to discuss some of the performances today, especially midfield. Especially one guy in midfield who gets surpassed by a lot of people. Maybe not by some here, but I want to talk about Kovacic.
No.
He was ass today, and he's been ass since he's got back from injury. It's been overlooked. He's been. I thought Jorginho came on and calmed things down with Gallagher a lot, but you can't. And one thing for everyone to speak. Please don't start Raheem Sterling at right wing back again, please.
Yeah, don't do that.
It takes away, and then we have that meth-looking guy Havertz up front. He doesn't do anything, so you know what I mean.
Oh my God, that's brutal, Andrew. You're killing Havertz, a meth guy.
I cheered louder for Havertz coming off than one of the goals.
This is a scathing condemnation. My Lord.
We saw it. Listen, we saw it when he moved Sterling up. And the second, a bit late into the first half, he did more than what Havertz. I know Havertz passed the ball, but he did more in that than what Havertz done the entire game. But fantastic result. We moved. We got a tough schedule. We got Brentford is not going to be an easy game midweek, guys.
Yeah.
Before we start anything, so get the 3 points and move, man, because we need to get to the World Cup quick, and we need to buy a decent right back option, because you saw the difference about Reece James today. And that's going to be for the next 8 weeks or 2 months. So, but fantastic win and fantastic performance by Kepa as well. So.
Yeah, he really did, and we have to give Matt a shout out. He's in the chat.
No. I'll tell you why. I would normally Jester. I'll give you a heads up, Jester, no problem. But Matt is just creepy with it.
Oh, I love him. He's hilarious.
Hey, there's some man boy love.
Minerals Matt has got a serious Kepa thing, and it's awesome. I love it.
And now the last panelist shows up. It's Marv. What's going on, my guy?
Marvelous. How's it going, brothers?
Yes.
The sexiest member of the panelists, all right?
I will protest that. You are not.
Hey, I already have my tag as the oldest, so the sexiest has to go to somebody else.
And it's going to me. Go on, Marvin.
One of those traditional American votes, is it?
That's exactly right. I'm stuffing the ballots, baby.
He's farming the vote.
That's Cambridge Analytica. What's up? Bamford, what are you doing?
Bamford sucks, man. They should have scored in this game.
They should be 2-1 up, shouldn't they?
Yeah, dude.
They missed a penalty. Yeah.
You should be taken away a week's wages for putting a penalty wide. It triggers me so much. You're a professional player. How can you miss the target from 10 yards?
Well,
just stroke it. Just hit the ball. You'll be all right. Just hit it.
Oh, red card! Oh my God! If you are not watching this Leeds Arsenal game, put this shit on right now.
That has to be a penalty, surely.
And it has to be a penalty. That fucking has to be.
He just kicked him.
Come on.
Hey, I can't put the TV on because the TV's behind me. I'll get copyrighted. So give us the play-by-play. Who got the red card? Or
put the TV on over here in Texas.
Hey, damn it!
I feel out of sorts. I'm not wearing my white jersey.
I'm gonna say. Yes, he just got sent off.
Yes.
Did they give him the red?
They've given a penalty. I think.
Fuck yeah.
To who?
To Leeds.
Oh, good. Okay, there we go.
That Gabriel is absolutely shocked. I say it every week.
Who the fuck? I've been given a penalty to.
Mark, you've been bang on about this. Gabriel's awful.
It's so bad.
Did he get sent off, Josh? Did he get sent off?
Yeah.
He did.
Of course, it keeps costing them stuff.
No, he didn't. the thing is, the ball wasn't even in play. He didn't need to do anything.
Hang on, let me go. I'm gonna go on mute. I'm gonna check Lee Guller's stream out because he must be going mental.
Oh, sorry,
It's
folks. I know we're getting off the
stupid.
Chelsea topic, but this is
Sorry,
Absolute stupidity.
No. It's all relative. It's all
There's
relative.
no ball. There's no ball.
What?
He literally, there was not even the ball in play, and he's just kicked him and given away a penalty. Crazy.
And Jared, I was gonna say just before we kind of broke into the interesting game here, like Keba insane today. Not even just good. Like he put together a season's worth of save highlights in one half. I mean, he was incredible, man, incredible. I don't think you can understate that how good he was. He did just an amazing job today.
no, I don't think I've seen a.
They're taking away the penalty, I think.
Yeah.
I really he's probably put in one of the best performances I've seen from a keeper since probably Mendy, when Mendy was playing like that. But he had some saves. There was no right for him to save today.
Yeah, I mean, easily 2 or 3 that just should have absolutely had no chance at being saved.
Yeah,
This
the
ref
header,
looks like John McGinn.
the header that he saved. Come on, really?
Insane.
Red card canceled.
Arteta, this douchebag Arteta, man. I cannot.
They're gonna get away with this.
Ah,
It's just too controversial to be given. There's no way they're going to give a penalty in the red for this. He's going to take it. I guarantee it.
No, they've rescinded the red card.
yeah.
So maybe they take the red card away and still give a pen.
I think it's just going to be reversed and given as a foul against Leeds.
Yeah. And that's exactly what happened. God damn it, Danford. Hey, Marvin, I would say Gabrielle is about almost as reckless as David Luiz, and almost as bad.
That's an insult to Luiz. This Gabrielle has no skills whatsoever.
It was David
Luiz was absolute class on the ball, man.
I'm with
also 100%.
He was also the worst defender in the history of the sport.
Gabrielle is shocking. That Gabrielle is shocking.
All right, let's get back on topic. What do we got here, Jared? Nice and spicy?
Me and Josh kind of talked about the game overall as it being pretty poor.
Yeah.
Considering what we've been lately. And look, it took 2 moments from Mason Mount, and that's what he had. Let's get it correct. It was just 2 moments from Mount. Other than that, I thought he was relatively poor today.
Yeah, he was bad. He was bad.
But Kepa, look, whatever you want to say about him and what he's done today, he won us that game. He brought us home 3 points with the way he played in goal. So, I'm just going to take my hat off to somebody that's had to struggle to get back to form, but he's done it. Carlito, give me your thoughts on that.
And I said this in Sadiq's stream while we were watching the game. Americans love a good comeback story, right? Love a good second chance. And, class is permanent, man. I've always liked Kepa. Even when he was struggling, I was rooting for him because, I think he's a good player. But it's just the Liverpool game where we lost 5-3. It was the worst. It was the worst performance of his career. And after that, it really did some detrimental things to his psyche, to his confidence. And I think he was going through it. I think his girlfriend cheated on him or something. So he was all out of sorts. He was not himself. And look, he was benched for basically 18 months. Let's call it how it is. And maybe even longer, 2 years. But he's back to form. He looks incredible. He's about to get married. I think his personal life is really good. And that matters. It definitely matters. And so, I'm very happy for him, and he looked fabulous, and he's the reason we won the game. It wasn't Mount. Mount had a terrible game. He's a midfielder with 65% pass percentage completion that Josh said earlier today. 65%. That's the percentage that you're completing your passes at. It's terrible. That's terrible. All right,
I think he got it up to 70. I think he got it up to 72 or 73%.
Congratulations to him.
Right.
Wow,
If you put it in contrast, like Havertz, who I don't think was good at all today and came off at half, was at 85% passing. So listen, Mount's one of those guys. Like, I'd love to be able to get on his ass right now, but it's like he also scored the 2 goals. So,
He
like,
certainly did.
and one of them was just an absolute banger. Like that, the free kick is just sensational. So it really makes you sound like, and it doesn't make you sound like the wisest guy to be like, this guy was bang average. But like, listen, before that second goal, he was not great. Like, I don't think his overall game today was great, but I can't really say too much about him. He scored 2 goals. It's like, it's one of those put rock in a hard place type of things. But
yeah, it's one of those things that sometimes you have a crap game and but you win, and that's really all it to it. Or sometimes you have a crap game and you score, and so you can't really say much, because if you go, well, he was crap today, people go, well, he scored 2 goals. Well, okay, he's not as bad as Patrick Bamford, which I'm just looking at Sofa score.
Wages.
Yeah. Sofa score. He had a 4.9 today. Sofa score rating. 4.9. That I've never seen one that low.
Arteta, God damn it.
They're gonna win.
Yeah, they did win.
Listen, we haven't played Arsenal yet, and we're gonna take 6 points off those fucking pussies this year.
Yeah.
They're an 11-man. They're an 11-man team, and I'll stand by that. And I think we take 6 points off those idiots.
Yeah. And of
Tell
course,
us how you really feel, Josh.
Of course, Barcelona's getting spanked by Real Madrid.
Oh yeah.
You love to see
bro, you got pull more levers, man. We need more levers.
And they need to put not levers, but they need some oars to put in that boat to row. Because right now they got oars on one side and they're going in circles.
Womp womp.
Hey. Yeah, Johnny's going to be twerking, but he twerks when Mason Mount has a terrible game. He thinks he's the best player on it. So it's just, you just tune stuff like that out. That's, you can't fix stupid sometimes. But
stupid does.
Yeah, I thought the changes at halftime. I know we were talking in our chat that you bring Aspie on for Kai. Well, it kind of did shore up the defense. Well, we were getting pammed down both sides. I don't think Chalobah was very good today. I know that's something that Josh is going to have something to say about.
We never lose when he plays. That is Josh's go-to,
and that still stands, by the way.
Yeah,
God damn it!
I didn't think he played well today. Cucurella didn't play well today either.
No, I'll put it like this. I'll put it like this. From what I watched the first half, I thought both wing backs in the first half were doing their counterpart at center back a disservice. Having Sterling as your wing back, if you're Chalo, you're basically one-on-one as a defender. Kind of the same.
Yeah, but I think that we should have expected that with that side being
guys. But at the end of the day, whatever, it's a clean sheet. I don't know what much you can say. Big appearance by Diego today. Let's let Diego have his say.
What do you think of the game? The match there, Diego?
Koulibaly had a really good performance from the
Yeah.
I thought Koulibaly came on and kind of shored up the left hand side, and I think Aspie coming on, as much as he's limited, did kind of shore up the right hand side. I think he got beat one time.
I'll tell you what, Rodri just played a ball that N'Golo Kante has never played in his entire career.
Yeah. Kante's lifted the trophy that Rodri has never lifted in his entire career.
Oh my God!
3 of them.
No, this is pertinent. This is a Chelsea topic. This is a Chelsea topic, and I want to talk about it.
4 of them. The World Cup, the World Club Cup, the Super Cup, and the Champions League.
Wow.
So N'Golo Kante is not going to be renewed with his contract. We are going to let him walk. And I've been doing my happy dance. I have been retweeting my article from 4 years ago where I said he's got to go, and I was bang on then, and I'm bang on now.
Let's see if you'll be doing the happy dance if we're not winning games next season.
Yeah, I was going to say, if only we hadn't won anything in those 4 years that you were wrong about. Like,
Good God, they're coming for you today, bro. You better have your big pants on.
Are we? I don't give a fuck.
You've got to,
they're not going to change my mind. And by the way, they're not going to change Chelsea's mind either because Chelsea agrees with me.
You need to own that. You need to own that because they've got to replace him with somebody. And I said this in the last stream, with somebody at the top quality, and the top quality is not cheap.
It's not cheap, but I don't think it's going to be as expensive as you think. Jude Bellingham's not D mid, so it's not a replacement for him. If we want to have a D mid, it's Caicedo and it's Alvarez from Ajax.
Are Caicedo and Alvarez better than N'Golo Kante?
Not even with one leg. Not even with one leg.
Oh my God! See, better at what? Better at what? Playing midfield? Yes.
No, but that's the thing. They're not better at playing midfield than Kante. That is a crazy take.
It's not a crazy take. It is a take that I feel.
Brighton. They're playing for Ajax and Brighton.
Yeah, and when they play for Chelsea, they'll be even better.
Ajax, a team full of bums in a bum league.
Well,
it is.
But you know what the funny thing is? You know what the great thing is, Marvin, is that my club agrees with my take.
But do they
my
agree?
club?
This.
If they didn't agree, they would have given him a new deal.
But they don't agree because they don't say Alvarez is going to replace Kante. That's you saying that. They might agree that not renewing him, and I also agree with that. But you have to replace him with top quality. Is Caicedo and Alvarez top quality? For me, no. And you're saying about Bellingham not being a D mid, but Kante's not a D mid. Kante's not a D mid.
I mean, traditionally he is, but I'm talking about replacing him, and I'm talking about replacing the best parts of his skill set.
But that's the problem. It's very hard to replace an elite player with the exact same player. You cannot. So you have to replace him with someone else that might have other qualities that are close to elite or be able to be elite, right?
If he is not a premier passer and he is too small to be any sort of aerial threat, and he's terrible defending aerial balls, how does that make him an elite player if he's a liability in two areas that are very crucial to the position?
I think when you get man of the match in a Champions League final, semi and quarter final, you're probably an elite player.
Four in a row, Marv.
Yeah,
4 in a row on that Champions League run.
That probably proves you're an elite player.
Listen, you're talking about a World Cup. You're talking about a World Cup winner here, a Champions League winner, a Premier League winner 2-time. He's won everything but the League Cup. The guy is an elite midfielder. That's why every manager we've had plays him nonstop, says he's absolutely integral. If you look at our win percentage, we have a 60% win percentage with Kante in the lineup. It's 45 without him in the lineup. That's a drastic drop for one player.
So, hold on.
And if you're talking about replacing a guy like N'Golo Kante with a Caicedo who's 20 years old, or an Alvarez who is completely unproven in a league that is built with bums.
And they just lost 10. They shipped 10 goals in 2 games.
Yeah, well, guess what? We are doing it. So get on fucking board.
It's not.
I don't think we've seen Kante play a minute this season yet. So until I see him play,
so are you saying that availability is a skill and something that's crucial to being a fucking athlete?
No, I'm saying until I see him play under Graham Potter, I don't. I'm not going to make a judgment on him.
No, if you don't play, you're not a player. You're just a goddamn mascot that makes $300K a week.
Hey, don't talk about Reece James like that.
Oh, you asshole.
Hey, I'm going
Josh, that was a good one. Josh, that was a really good one.
Same amount of games last year. I mean, I don't.
My fire extinguisher is out of retardant, so I'm going to throw gasoline on the fire. If Kovacic continues to have games like that, he might not see his contract renewed at the end of the season.
But I think you can allow maybe one bad game if you're playing, because you can't expect the player to play well every single match. It just doesn't happen that way, right?
Well, I think his knee's bothering him.
I don't think he's played well since he's come back.
I thought he was great against Milan.
No, I don't either. I don't think he's great against Milan. We've played against 10 men. So,
all right, well, whose fault is that?
Well, I'm just saying. I think he gets a pass. I think he's one of the players to get a pass. He gets overprotected. I think he's been ass. In a midfield pivot, that midfield pivot Ruben is terrible. It's horrible. They're both the same player. They want to do the same thing. They want to progress the ball. No one wants to sit. That's why we're getting overrun in midfield again in the first half. I think. Listen, the injury might be bothering, but if that's affecting him, then go get surgery done. You know what? Miss the World Cup. So what?
Man, he's not going to do that.
He's not going to do that.
That's the problem, Jester. And I think that plays into his psyche of not trying to, go in for so much. But he don't want to overdo like Van Dijk does for Liverpool. That's if I go in too hard, the knee's going to go. I'm not going to make the World Cup now. And I think that plays into his psyche. I think he's been bang average since this season. Absolutely bang average for his standards. And I hold
it's a tough one because I think like prior to today, I think most people can agree he wasn't great today. Not terrible, but not great. And that's sort of how I feel about him in the last few games. It's like it's not bad, but he's not really doing that great. He's not doing anything in particular that stands out on the pitch. Maybe he's a little bit injured, and you got to take that into account. I thought he was somebody who could have came off a little earlier than he did today, just for fitness reasons and overall game. But he's one of those guys that's like he does one or two things that are really elite, and then some things it's just like not that he's poor at. That shot on goal earlier in the game was pretty classic from what we see from him, where he'll fly that over the bar. But yeah, it was a weird game for him. I do like him as a player, but I can maybe chalk this one up just to tired legs and maybe see how he give him a rest against Brentford. See how he does next weekend.
I also repeat that I think it's amazing how Carlito should be a scout because he keeps coming up with all these new players like Alvarez and Kakiedo in. I think it's pretty impressive.
I've wanted Alvarez since we've been linked with him. What's wrong with that?
No,
Dude, change the name.
Dude, I'm joking because the spelling.
Oh no, I know. It's still a typo. It was a typo on Friday.
No,
I
and also
thought E except after seeing Carlito. Come on, man. Let's see how it
after to your previous point, Carlito. I think of course we're going to support all the players that come in. Obviously, I'm not saying that we're not on board. I'm on board of any player that the team or the coach chooses. Unless they play terrible.
Not Lukaku.
Yeah, that's true. I was no way.
No way. He's the worst.
Because I was so sure in my conviction that he wasn't good enough for the team. I knew. But I don't know enough about Caicedo and also Alvarez. So, maybe they are good players. But my point is that I don't think they have the level that Kante has. They might be good at the mid-play, but Kante has a certain level that is just far superior to these players. And there's no guarantee that a young player grows into that. And that's my point. Like, you've got to pick out, in my opinion, if you're going to lose Kante, you've got to pick out somebody with the attributes, maybe not the same as him, but elite attributes in the similar position, like a Bellingham, like someone like Bellingham, in my opinion, or, maybe someone else the club decides for. But that's what I think anyway. I'm not saying that I probably wouldn't renew him as well because it's too much money and he never plays.
He never plays. And look, you keep saying, and look, I'm fine with Bellingham. I'd love to have him, but you keep saying we're going to replace him with a player of the skill set of Kante. Kante is a ball winner.
No, I didn't say that. I said with other attributes that are also potentially elite, but not the same as him.
Okay, that's fine. I get you. But I actually, I'm a traditionalist when it comes to this particular thing. I mean, you look at Man City. Man City has always had a defensive midfielder. Always had a defensive midfielder. And right now they have two. They don't play together, but they have two. And it's very important if you want to play with two attacking mids to have a guy that is fucking minerals. And I mean that. Okay? You have to have a guy like Rodri, like Fabinho, like what Busquets used to be. If you want to play with a D mid, it has to be a physically imposing guy that can win the ball in the air and can whip the ball around. He cannot have flaws like the ones that Kante has. You cannot have flaws at that position. Okay? I fucking played that position. All right? I know, and I did not. I had plenty of flaws. I was too short. Okay? You need a bigger guy. All right? And Alvarez is that guy. That's how I feel.
Well, it's possible that we use them in different types of positions. You can have this argument whether Conte's a 6 or an 8, he's definitely a unique player that has a different skill set than most players at that whatever position you want to put him at.
For sure.
So it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to bring in somebody with the same skill set, but if you can replace some of his defensive prowess with a holding sitting mid, and then with an 8, if you're going to play a 3-man midfield, or if you're going to play a 6 next to him, play a double pivot. If the off one can replace some of the pressing and ball progressing skills and breakup play, then you have in 2 players replacing the 1 player in contact. Not to say it's ever going to be at that level, but that's the way you have to look at it. You can't look at it as, let's find 1 player to replace Conte. Well, I don't think there's a player out there. You can do it with 2 players.
Right.
But that just means remaking that midfield.
Okay, all right. There's a lot of you guys are throwing around a lot of words. What is he good at? Tell me what he's good at. I want to know all these elite fucking attributes. What is he good at? Yes.
Ball winning, ball
Yeah, so there's a ton of defensive midfielders.
No, not at his level.
Declan Rice wins the ball all the time.
Yeah, but does he play like 2 players in the same game? Because
that is also an idiom that I do not subscribe to. That is just something that Chelsea fans say.
Well, you don't subscribe.
Hey, I'm not an idiot.
I don't subscribe to Mr. Beast, but he's still got over 1 million subs.
That's fair. That's fair. He's too nice. Mr. Beast is too nice of a person. He irritates me.
Here's 10 grand.
Fucking guy, man. It's very easy to be generous when you're a millionaire.
But I don't know how, and I'm not saying again, it's nothing about fandom or anything like that. But has any of you been and seen Kante play in live?
No.
I assume that you have. I keep forgetting Andrew, right?
Yeah.
So when I've seen Kante play live, there's been stuff that he's done that I hadn't noticed so much on TV, which is where you just don't know where he is and he appears and the ball is won.
Yeah.
And I've never seen a player do that before. I don't know if you feel the same way about that, Andrew.
Yeah, I've seen it live and I've seen it on TV. Against Man City in the Champions League final, I called it. It's the Kante triplets. It was like 3 of them were on that pitch.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was the difference in that final. The difference in that final. The way he lost that midfield. He had help obviously, but the way he was running up, the way he was progressing the ball, he was winning the ball, he was passing the ball. Now, if you're talking about Kante, that was for me. That's the last great performance you'll ever see of Kante.
Yes. Okay? I will agree with that.
Now, I will say this. I think everyone's in agreement here, or nearly agreement. I wouldn't renew him at all. He does not warrant the years that he wants or the wages that he wants. I would also say this. I think people have to get out of their mind. Stop looking for a Kante type replacement.
Agree.
You won't find him.
Agree.
I agree. I was just gonna say that after Marv was talking that like if you're looking for a direct replacement for him, they don't exist. That's why he's elite, because it's guys with his skill set just aren't around. So what you are is you're basically just looking for a new type of player to play in a new position. It's all going to be completely different.
Rodri's not like Fernandinho. They're 2 different defensive midfielders.
No, they are very different. No, I agree.
They are so different.
No, but they're playing the same position is what I mean.
Yeah, that's true. But Fernandinho's more of a destroyer. Rodri can do that, but he's more of a passer.
No, Rodri is complete. He is the best defensive midfielder in the world.
Fernandinho was better than Rodri, in my opinion.
Well, I just don't agree. I don't agree at all. Because Rodri is also a much better passer. I put so much emphasis on passing.
We got Jorginho.
He's too slow.
Well, I mean, it's all great if you're passing. It just depends what you're passing. If you're passing gas, it's not great. Hey, that joke.
Andy Robertson, skying it up. All righty.
Yeah, look. We can talk about transfers all we want to, but let's roll back to this match. I know there's not much into it.
Oh yeah, we played today.
Yeah, we did play today. Not well, but we did get the win.
Can't argue with 2-0.
No.
I know, Marv. It's so hard. It's so hard to even like criticize a 2-0 win, right? But it's like we didn't play. Did we play? You could say like, did we play a complete game? By no means. But it's like, damn, we still won 2-0. It's like,
I missed the first half, but the second half, I mean, it looked like we're in total control.
You were lucky.
First half,
we
were really bad, and I think Andrew, and Josh, I mean everybody. I feel like not starting Koulibaly set the wrong tone, and I think that it set a negative and like unconfident tone. Like Mark, great player, he's not a center back. And, I think that affects everything else. I think that not playing Koulibaly in the first half affects Ruben. I think it affects Ben Chilwell. I think it affects Kovacic, where there's not as much of a security blanket back there because Koulibaly, despite having a couple bad games, is still an unbelievable player.
Yeah,
and he puts so much confidence in his midfielders because they know he's back there. And when he wasn't back there, go ahead.
I wonder, Carlito, whether we've had the injury to Fofana and Reece, whether he's just reluctant now to play all of them at every game and keep one on the bench just in case there's another injury or something.
Yeah, I mean, he has to, right, Andrew? Until Fofana is back, at least.
Who else after Chalobah? Who else? What other central defenders do we have?
Yeah, we don't really have. We don't really have them.
So, well, Zakaria would be the emergency defender.
Okay, but natural that spring to your mind that go, yeah, I can slot in. I'm fine with him slotting in. There's none, right? It's always emergency. It's emergency. So I wonder if he's that. I wonder if he's got that in the back of his mind, going, I can't play all of them every game. I have to keep one on the bench,
right?
Because something might happen. Like we saw today, Thiago Silva. I mean, Thiago Silva went down right near the end of the game.
Everybody's going,
yeah, yeah. Everyone held their breath. Hopefully he's okay. But that's what I mean. That's the situation we're in now with Reece and Fofana out till after the World Cup. That's the situation we're in, and I'm just wondering where he's going. There's some games I will have to play all three. Some games I can't. Some games I'll go back to a back four, or I'll have to play Cucurella and or some Chilwell, even though that looked disastrous today and really bad. So
yeah, it was bad.
I think one thing too we have to keep in mind is he's still experimenting with a lot of these guys. Like he just got here, man. It feels like it's been a while, but it's just been so recent that he had everybody in camp, So he's still experimenting with lineups and with guys in certain positions, and you got to still give him a little bit of time. But what I would say is, and I would ask Marv, like 6 months ago, do we win this game or is it a draw, like a 1-1 draw, or do we even lose it at the end?
It's definitely a draw because of how we were setting up. But
by the way, Liverpool is bossing Man City right now. Just letting you guys know, they are whooping their ass.
It looks to me like a very dull game, but I'm only
Liverpool is considerably better right now. Yeah,
just a lot of passing around the back, maybe now we win that game 2-0. But the second half, look, there were problems. Of course, I was watching, and there were some players that I think I've got a little concern over, but it's none of the ones that we've already mentioned. And I think that Koulibaly is looking brilliant game by game. Again, he made that one mistake to get a yellow, but other than that, he won everything. And I think that now he has to start all the games.
Yeah, and he was saving Mount's ass, by the way, right there on that yellow. Because Mount got absolutely turned on that, and he basically just took one for the team. So I'm all right with that. He knew it was the second half. He could take a yellow. That's just a professional foul. I agree with Marv. He's been absolutely awesome. I don't know why he didn't start, other than maybe like Andrew was saying, because we have so few center backs, you gotta rest one if you're going to play a three.
I don't think that's what it is. I think that they consider it still the adaptation period to the pace of the league. If you look at his Champions League performance has been flawless, but his league performances had a few where he made some silly tackles and stuff. So maybe just easing him in a little bit more. That's what it felt like to me anyway.
No, I just wanted to go ahead and finish what you were saying. I was going to go over some of the statistics to show what a poor game it was.
Yeah, okay. So Salah is in it? No, bad. But yeah, so I think that there were some players that I am there's one in particular I'm very concerned over, which we'll come to at somewhere later on, I guess, in the stream. But it wasn't any of the ones we've talked about. Cucurella out of position. Maybe Cucurella isn't a centre-back, and I didn't see how bad he was in the first half, but I imagine it's like a one-off because he's a great player. And obviously there might be problems on the right-hand side without Reece now, so maybe you have to think about January. But overall, I mean, you can't complain about a 2-0, and what a free kick from Mount that was.
Marv, did you see the keeper like jumped? He jumped completely out of position. I was like, "What are you doing there, buddy?"
The ball knuckled. When I watched it, I thought originally the ball was going over the wall, and so did Martinez, and that's why he made the move to his right, and that's because the ball wasn't in the corner.
Yeah, there was like no spin on that ball at all.
But it kind of knuckled. It started right and then kind of moved. Started left, moved right, and had to dip on it. And so, like I said, when I thought it was first struck, I thought it was going to the side that Martinez moved. So I don't know if there was something on the ball, or if it was just the way the camera looked. But it was a nice penalty, or free kick. I will give him that all day long. Like I said, other than the 2 goals, I thought he was pretty poor on the day. But I just want to go over a couple of these stats real quick. They had 18 shots on goal, or 18 shots, 7 on target. 7 shots on target.
That's a lot.
That's not good. They had 7 corner kicks to our 1. We had 1 corner kick the entire game. That was at the end of the game. They had 13 shots inside the box.
Yep.
They had more duels won, more aerials won, more tackles, more interceptions. They played like they were playing for their manager, which they had a little bit more motivation. I thought they won more 50-50 balls. And that was a theme under Tuchel toward the end, was getting beat to the ball, not winning the 50-50s, getting out-dueled, getting outplayed, getting out-hustled. I don't want to see that happening, especially with Reece off. That takes a lot of your quality out of the team, and somebody's going to have to pick that up. And if that means you have to play a little bit harder, win your 50-50s to make games look a little bit easier than this one did, then by God, everybody needs to do it, because that was not a performance. You walk into a Man City and do something like that, you're down 5-0 by halftime.
Well, I think there's merits to winning poorly. I think that if you play as bad, and call a spade, we played bad. And we were uncharacteristically bad, considering we just came off a great series of games against Milan where we really beat the brakes off of them. I feel like if we play that bad and still win, that's actually a good thing. If we play bad like we did against Leeds and we just capitulate and we get embarrassed, that's where you start to get really concerned. But if you play bad and still win, well, what happens when you play good? And this has been my whole thing this entire season, is that we started off really poorly, and I'm like, okay. But we were still in it. We're still in all the competitions. We're still in a good space to compete for the title. It's like, okay, what happens when we start actually playing well? And, like against Milan, we played great. Both games, I thought we played great. And that's just the thing, is that if you can win badly, then that bodes well for when you actually start playing well.
Yeah, I do agree there. I don't want us to fall back into that, walking through games and not really putting the output that we should. And I think some of that was corrected by the substitutes in the second half. Conor Gallagher coming on gave us a spark. Broke up play pretty good, higher up the pitch. His pressing, his tenacity in the second half actually helped a whole lot. Everybody was like, "You're taking off Aubameyang, you're putting on Gallagher." I thought it was actually a decent move because they were running through us pretty well, and being able to stop them higher up the pitch, it helps your defense set up if you can delay them or break up play, and it leads to easy goals. Yeah. If you're trying to get a second or a third to really put the game to bed, breaking up play at that, break up play, one pass into to somebody, and of course, you can put the game away. What was the one player, Marv, that you wanted to talk about?
He's going to talk about Chilwell.
I think he's going to talk about Sterling.
Well, one of you is correct. No, I don't subscribe to the random Chilwell hate that's going on at the moment. I don't actually see what he did so badly. I mean, yeah, he might have played a bit safe here and there, but he's validated how good he is. I mean, he's won Champions League, and he was amazing in that game. Yeah, he might not be as good as Cucurella, in my opinion, but again, he has played at a high level for a while. If he stays, having two left-sided backs is only good for us, so he won't catch me anything on that. But yeah, Sterling is the player. And,
wow!
I think in these last games he's been shambolic. He's wasting chance after chance after chance. He's not passing at the right time.
I totally agree.
He's not taking his man on. I like the player a lot. Actually, I was very pro him coming. I thought, okay, if Sterling is a good player, I thought he was a much better player 4 years ago than he is now. But he does get numbers up, and I guess that's still good. But I think that since Graham Potter's come in, he hasn't played well once. And there are other attackers that have, for example, Pulisic, Broja. And I don't really understand why he's been so bad. And that's kind of worrying.
See, I disagree.
Why?
You saw it today. You saw it today. That one chance he hit the bar. He did more than.
He had three chances.
He's talking about the one chance though.
One chance. Okay. He had one chance today. He didn't have three chances.
He had the header. He had the header he missed.
He had a header he missed. That's the second one, and the third one when that brilliant cross from Mount, he was in on goal, and instead of hitting it, he took a touch and lost the ball.
All right, but I disagree. He's not been playing well. I think he started at right wing back today.
Yeah,
he's not a right wing.
Well, I didn't see the first half, so I couldn't say.
Yeah, sorry.
He did.
Marv, he started him at right wing back today.
Oh, really? Oh, fair.
Yeah. Listen, I think it's taken him time. I think he's played well. He's had an assist here and scored. I just think it might be taking him time to adjust to actually have people having more of an attacking team than when he first got here.
Yeah.
Him being he was the only attacker when Tuchel was here, literally, that was allowed to attack. Can he do better? I think he can do better. You're right. There is takes sometimes too many chances. We saw that, too many touches. We saw it in the first game against Milan, in the first half. But he can just do something that sometimes no other player can do out of nowhere, like that one that hit the bar in the first half today. He can do that out of nowhere. And it was set up lovely, threw the ball and just hit the bar. I just think he can do that where others are like, you say, well, Pulisic can, he scored a goal against Wolves, but then he can just not do anything at all for me. And do you know what? I know what. No. I'm not even going to go on Pulisic. Havertz is the one for me who doesn't do anything.
Yeah. I'm unsure.
I'm sorry. I can't.
Oh, boy.
I'm kind of with
this rat-faced, meth addict-looking punk up front. He doesn't do anything at all.
Jesus.
I do have to ask, what is Havertz actually doing in this game?
You know what? He's stealing a wage. That's what he's stealing a wage. He is horrendous. Why don't you shoot like you do for Germany? Why don't you do that? I saw this guy. I said when he went at half time. I think I said, I think me and Josh were tweeting. I said to you, Josh, didn't I? I said, take him off at half time. Bring Aspie and Koulibaly on because he is. We said it before. When him and Mount are in the attack, they go and do the same thing.
Yep.
They're in each other's space all the time, and it's just he doesn't. When he's not particularly central, he doesn't really do much. But when he's not central, he doesn't offer anything at all. Nothing. He just takes. It's a waste of a player position. Like, why did we have to sacrifice Sterling up front? Why do we have to play Sterling up front and play him at right wing back and play this lanky bastard up there who doesn't do anything? Why don't we play? You could have played Ruben at right wing back and played George or something. It's just someone.
Well, he had to do that at one point. He had to move him over there.
That's how Sterling got his chance because he moved up.
Here's the thing. Here's the weird thing for me about Sterling is even when he's poor, and I agree with Marv. The last 3 games, he's been fairly poor based off the standard I have for him.
Yeah.
He just he's not been bad either, so he's still kind of creating chances. He's getting some shots on goal, but he's not really getting the numbers that I expect from him as a player. And I do think there are other guys, like Mark said, who have played pretty good under Potter. I was actually a little bit shocked that Pulisic didn't play or start. He didn't play at all against Milan.
Not me. I'm not.
And, well, I'm just saying, he's got a goal and an assist under Potter in very few minutes, and I don't really know what he's done to maybe not warrant a few minutes today. At some point, Sterling was just not doing anything.
Gerard came on very late. I would have brought him on earlier.
Much later. I would have brought him on too. I agree. Kai has. I don't know what he was doing today. I don't know where he was playing, what kind of role he was expected to do, what he was trying to do. It was just poor. But yeah, there's certain guys that have played pretty well under Potter that aren't getting quite the few chances that I thought they'd get. But that being said, we're getting results, so it's whatever he's doing, exactly. It's hard to argue. But just disappointed a little bit in some of those moves.
Well, I've been on this you can't play mountain average together for 2 years. It seems like they both are best, and even Conor Gallagher to an extent in that free 10 role, where they're able to move, find the space, pick up the ball, drive, and dish. But you can't have 3 players for one position. Yeah. Somebody's playing out of position if they want to get time.
And I think he really loves Connor's energy, which I do too, which is why you see him bring Connor on. So it's hard to argue that too. Like late in the game when you're trying to hold on to a lead or get a lead, his energy is really, really helpful. And he played really good again today. That he did a little move on the sideline that was just absolutely peach, where he rolled the guy and put in an absolutely perfect cross that Sterling. And it is what it is. Sterling's 5'7", 5'8". I don't expect him to be like burying crosses, but definitely a cross from Gallagher that a Broha or even a Aubameyang probably finishes.
Well, Sterling's got that in his locker. We've seen him bury headers.
This is a little unfair about the criticism of Raheem Sterling. I thought he's been fine. I'm gonna have to just go ahead and just disagree. I mean, the reason that he was poor in the beginning of the game is because he was playing a position he did not sign up to play for. He did not sign up for wingback. He should never have played there. That was shockingly naive by Grant Potter. That and not starting Koulibaly are one of the reasons why we had a really bad first half. Okay? That is one of the reasons. You guys are asking, whoa, what's going on here? What's going on? Because the fucking lineup sucked. All right? And I like Potter. I think he's an interesting guy, but he's not infallible, and that was a bad lineup. You reap what you sow if you get too arrogant and too hipster about your lineup. If you start tinkering too much, like Gundogan playing D mid in the Champions League final for Pep. I mean, like when you start doing shit like that, you get bad results. Okay, play more traditional, do what works, and you'll be fine. We would have been a much better team in the first half if Koulibaly had played. Period. Full stop.
I agree with you, and I know everybody says you can't do it because they're left-footed, but why can't you play?
That's bullshit. That's such bullshit. That is such bullshit.
No, I'm going to finish.
No, I'm agreeing with you, Jared. I'm agreeing with you because, dude, I was offered a pro contract as a left back for a fucking right-footed player. Don't tell me you can't go righty-lefty. Of course you can. Of course you can.
You just put Cucurella on one side and Chilwell on the other and be done with it because they're still your two best backs on the team now.
Get out of here with this righty-lefty shit. Koulibaly's playing on the left. Koulibaly's playing on the left. He's a right-footed player, allegedly.
Right.
Allegedly,
Cancelo does it.
Yeah, I mean that is bullshit.
Rudiger
of course
did
you
it
can
last season.
Azpilicueta did it for 3 years for Jose Mourinho.
2-3 years he did it.
Yeah.
So
come on.
Well, I just think that if they are your two best available full backs, then you got to play them.
Yes.
Whether they're on their favored side or not, you make the adjustment. Maybe you play somebody in the winger position and tell them to stay a little bit wide so that wing back can come inside and pop shots on his favorite left foot. I mean, 100%. You can do things to work it in to where it works in your favor.
100%. 100%.
And you know what? And it would have been better looking, of course, 2-0 is a great. We won.
Yep.
Looking back at it, I felt the formation would have been better with the third man in midfield, and he corrected that in the second half.
Yep.
By adding like Gallagher, and then Jorginho came in and he sort of just packed out the midfield because they weren't getting through us then. But we were all very fortunate. We didn't, we got through that first half.
Yeah, Marvin's been asking about who should we buy to deputize Reece James. The guy was playing today. He was playing today. The player we should buy is Matty Cash.
I wasn't impressed.
No,
I think he's good.
No, I think he's Matty ass. That's what he is.
Oh wow, you're killing everybody today. My God,
that was a softball. That was
a dad joke.
Can I just say, Carlito, you can't rate him off with the performance in the first half. He was going up against Havertz. That's not a good. You can't rate him on that. You know what I mean?
Can we just say again today another strong performance from Ruben in the midfield today? Another strong showing.
Hey,
really good on the ball.
Really good.
Really good on the ball.
He got better when cover went off. He got better when cover went off as well.
Yeah, George gave him a little bit more freedom.
Exactly.
Jorginho and Gallagher did improve the way we were playing it.
Yeah.
Josh's
but
boy.
Again, for me, it's just another start where he's been really good. And I saw Southgate was there. I'm not kidding. I think this guy could maybe be a late shout into the English World Cup squad if he keeps playing well.
Over Madison.
They're not that intelligent to do it. There's no way.
It just makes too much sense for me. This is an English team that put Calvin Phillips in the lineup at one point.
They'll still pick Jordan Henderson and other
much better player than Jordan. He's much better than Jordan Henderson, by the way.
Josh, the way the right backs keep dropping, he might be penciled in for that.
Oh, right. But I thought, I just thought for me he hasn't had a poor showing even under Tuchel for me to start the year. This season he's been playing so confidently and was dominant on the ball today. He was the most fouled player on the pitch today. I think he got fouled 5 or 6 times.
0-0.
Yeah, very, very strong for me.
He was very bad against Leeds. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, but that was under Tuchel.
But
who was good against Leeds?
Yeah, who was good?
Aronson, and he played for the other team.
He's good. Aronson's good player.
Oh, Rebecca Lowe with the white blazer. What up, baby? Yeah.
Yeah, Ruben had 71 touches today. He had 84% pass completion. I'm guessing that it was better when Jorginho came on.
Yeah, it went up as the game. It went up as the game progressed for sure.
Won 6 out of 11 ground duels. Probably lost position a little bit more than I'd like, but that was further up the pitch most of the time. And some when he was playing wing back, they were trapping. They were waiting for the first pass, and once that pass was made, then they were trapping.
Yeah. How many recoveries? You have like 8 or 9 recoveries, right? I mean, I think you're fairly good in defense.
Look, I can't say anything bad about Ruben. Probably overall, he's probably been our best midfielder all season.
I agree.
He's been our most consistent.
Most consistent for sure.
Okay,
no doubt.
That's probably a better word. But I think that Ruben would give the England team something they don't have.
No question.
Is a driver in the middle that can hold on to the ball, and he is just a massive dude.
Yeah, there's no one in the U.S. men's national team that could handle him in the midfield. I'm sorry, even Weston McKennie would bounce off of him. And but
he's gonna bounce
it is what it is. Like Southgate will make his decisions, but I agree with Andrew. Definitely most consistent by far. Been really good in the role he's asked to play. I'd love to see him get a final third result in one of these games, a goal or an assist, because I think he's earned it. But yeah, to me, he stays in the lineup in our strongest team when we have to have a win right now, for sure.
I still think Southgate is going to pick Madison over him.
Yeah, be shocking.
Madison's been awesome. Come on, man.
He got sent off in his last game.
So good.
Or he got suspended.
I don't think he is so good, but he's been playing well.
It's the best form of his career.
Yeah. He's a good player. I mean, I would consider taking him.
I don't think they're the same type of player.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying is I think that, because when Ruben used to play for the national team, he was playing attacking mid. One of the attacking mids.
I don't think Madison will go. Really, I don't think Madison will go to the World Cup.
I don't think so either.
Too, but I'm saying if he were to pick a late, just
this
a surprise guy, I think it would be him.
You know, Southgate, he's very conservative when it comes to. He won't go for the outstanding. He'll go for the defense first type of player.
He's going to play. He's going to play a back three.
Yeah, he's going to play back three. Yeah, wing backs. Yeah, back three.
He needs to drop Rashford and Sancho's fast. Drop them both as fast.
That's not going to happen.
Sancho's not going. He won't pick Sancho.
You don't think so?
Good.
No.
He'll pick Rashford though.
Both of them.
You pick Rashford, yeah. Pick Rashford. He won't pick
both
Sancho.
shit. Absolute shit.
We know one player he can't pick because he might be in the jail with Mendy.
Greenwood.
Just had to throw that out there.
Oh, brutal! Oh.
Prison FC getting strong nowadays.
He got charged.
Yeah, he got
Those
charged.
are charges. Oh my God, he's toast. There's a certain player on a certain London team that could be seeing some similar stuff.
Yeah, he can find himself there too. Allegedly.
I think Arteta.
That Prison FC team is building quite a squad at the moment.
Yeah.
Left back, center, striker, midfielder. That five-a-side team's going to look pretty good.
What was the first Burt Reynolds and then Adam Sandler remade it?
Longest yard.
Longest yard. We're going to have the soccer longest yard.
Oh,
that's going to be funny.
A certain Arsenal YouTuber with a caretaker role, sort of like that.
I thought he's out.
Oh, is he out? No, he's out. You're right. So.
They let out DT. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Marv, I cannot believe this. Marv called that 2 fucking years ago. He called that 2 years ago that this was an abuser. Unbelievable. Marv, well done.
I'm a good judge of character.
Yeah.
And yet you're friends with me.
Then why are you hanging out with us, though? Why are you hanging out with us, though?
You guys are all great.
Way off topic, but you remember the show Son of Guns on Discovery? It was about a gunsmithing shop that did that.
Was it in black and white?
Yeah, 70s,
No.
60s. What are we talking about?
No. It was like a reality TV show. It was about a gunsmithing company.
Oh, cool.
And I always thought that the main guy on there he reminded me of a predator. And of course he got busted and he's in jail now for assaulting his daughter. So
Jesus.
Is he similar to that dog guy? There was like some called Dog the Bounty Hunter or something.
No.
Yeah.
Well, that guy is legit though. The other guy is in jail. Dog is not in jail. Okay. No, but dog is a born again. They give off weird vibes anyway.
What you saying, bro? What you saying?
Just saying.
Come on, bro.
Bro. Where's your home press, bro?
Cartman. Remember when Cartman became Dog the Bounty Hunter? Give you lots of money with my taco flavored kisses.
Hey, Varna, we already talked about Sterling. We have mixed opinions on Sterling.
I like him. I love Sterling. He's awesome, man.
Today, the only defender of Sterling would be the man in the middle there, Carlito. The rest of us thought he was pretty ass today. He did have the one good chance, but I think he should have scored. That's what I want to see. You get that one chance fall to you and you score it, not put it off the damn bar. But it was a nice shot, but still, Mount had a similar game. I thought to Sterling, kind of poor.
I thought he had,
but Mount scored.
To be fair to even Mount and Sterling, I think you can see today that attacking was not our forte today.
No.
And the way Sterling was asked to start right wing back and then basically left alone up front for a bulk of that second half when he took a Aubameyang off. It was a pretty tough day at the office for Sterling, and we didn't really you could tell we were just trying to compact and probably steal a 1-0 win before and maybe do something. But listen, I'd always rather play badly and win. That was Mourinho. That was Mourinho. That was a Mourinho tactic. You
the only thing
some of the worst football and win 1-0 or 2-0. Doesn't matter.
Only thing that matters is the team wins. Nothing else.
That's it. That's all that matters. 19 points. Apparently, had a shitty start to the season, and one game in hand, and about 5. If we win that, 5 points off the top. And still
We're back in. We're back in.
We never left. We never
We
left.
need
All
to,
these,
but
all
as
these
I've
negative
said,
these negative Nancy's saying we're old title race is over. Fuck off. No, it isn't.
but as I've said every single time and consistently every single week, we need a good record against the big teams. Unlike the last couple of seasons, we need to win these games. We end up losing and drawing far too many games against the big sides. We need to actually go and beat City. We need to go and beat Arsenal. We need to beat Liverpool. 1-1's not enough. And if we have a good record and win some of those big games, then we'll be back in the race.
I agree to a point, but also that we need to not drop unnecessary points, like even draws against the mid teams and
Leeds
lower
and
teams.
Leeds
Like games like today. Games like today.
Yeah, remember Burnley last season? We had something like 89 shots or something, and drew 1 or something like that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, stuff like that. We need to be. Well, apparently, how many shots do we have on target? What, 4 or something?
Yeah,
today
or something like
4.
that. So
I'll tell you right now.
What, you can have all the shots you want. I'll have 4 shots and score 2 goals and win. I'm fine, man.
We had 8 today. Aston Villa 18 shots, Chelsea 8. Aston Villa 7 on target, Chelsea 4. We had
2 winning. 2 winning, right?
Yeah, exactly. So we were quite clinical if you look at it in that way.
Yeah, we were. It came from a great assist by Mings, by the way.
Yes, he gave away the free kick as well.
Yeah, look, it would by no means was a great Chelsea performance. It's more of a smash and grab. If you really looked at it, we had more possession of the ball throughout, but they had the better chances. And like I said, Kepa, my guy, just showed up and said, "Look, this is why I was worth what you paid for me."
Number one now.
That type of performance is worth 75 mil.
Yeah,
that he did today, because they should have scored at least 2 goals that he kept out. That header from Ings, I don't know how he did it.
Maybe he wasn't worth the 71 million, but I mean, why do you buy players? You buy players to make your team better and to win. I've never subscribed to the idea that one player is bought for a very specific thing. You know, there's a lot of fans that say, "Oh, this player was bought to score goals," and I'm like, no, he's bought to make us win. Every player is bought to make us win. So it doesn't matter the individual accolades. And actually, Kepa, he's been decisive in certain things. He was decisive in Europa League. We won that. He made the save in the Super Cup. I would rather cash out 70 million for a couple of trophies, if it were up to me. We cannot compare him to Harry Maguire, 80 million, and they haven't got better, and they've spent $1 billion on their team. You cannot compare him to Darwin Núñez yet, because he scored, 3 goals, and Liverpool 8th in the league, cost 100 million. You can't compare him to Lukaku, who is just a fat waste of space. So you can't compare that. I don't think Kepa is as bad as it's been stated. And yes, he was pretty poor in his first season a lot of the time, getting done by long shots, making mistakes. But the redemption factor has always existed. He's a good penalty stopper. He did really well today. So he does have it, right? His distribution's good. He does have something. He's not a terrible goalkeeper.
Right.
I also think maybe he's just improved. You know, he's older now. He's 27. He's improved. And maybe the spell on the bench was the best thing for him, because when you have that price tag and the manner in which we did it, I mean, every time a pundit talks about Kepa, they talk about the world's most expensive goalkeeper. Okay, that right there, that comes with baggage, man. That comes with expectations, unreasonable expectations. And I think it did him in. And, taking time off, reasserting his personal life with more positive stuff, and then maybe learning a thing or two, coming back, because his shot stuffing is good. It's just he's always been a little small, and that's not his fault. It's just the way it is. But no, he's back. He looks great, and he's the reason we won the game, because there was no other reason why we won the game. It was he saved our fucking ass.
Well, I'm going to bring back an old game that we used to play, but we're going to change up the title.
Is it Pong?
No. The old title was Mindy would have saved that. So now,
oh yeah, like the FA Cup, but actually the FA Cup final goal he would have saved.
But so how many would have Mendy saved today that kept us safe?
Exactly. So it is subjective, isn't it? The long ones that you expect that hit the corner, you would expect a bigger goalkeeper to save. But it's really easy to be in a vacuum. I mean, you just don't know until they actually play, do you? So that's kind of
Right.
but no, yeah, there's no way Mendy's saving all of those. But you say that he had some games where we won the Champions League and his saves were incredible. So you never know. Like, but at the moment, the right goalkeeper is starting the games.
Yeah, I just love it because we played that game. Oh, Mendy would have saved that, when Kepa was in goal, and I think today that it was Kepa's is so much quicker than Mendy, and some of those saves you had to be just fast as hell to get to.
Senegalese Cho.
It's a Senegalese Cho. There we are.
Yo, by the way, guys, just as an aside, RSL is playing Matthew McConaughey FC at 1 p.m. today. You should guys check it out. RSL's got some
I'm going to put that on.
Fucking sick players.
You versus
awesome.
Mike.
Yeah.
It's you.
Yeah.
Austin's going to fam them, but that's all right.
I don't know, man. RSL's good in the playoffs. All right, so my question to you is this: if Klopp loses this game, is he fired?
No,
I don't think so.
They won't fire Jurgen Klopp.
Me and Jess on the stream last night. I told Jess that I think there's a possibility he walks next summer.
Yeah, he might walk.
I think he walks. He'll never get fired by FSG.
Done too much.
Never get fired.
Yeah.
Unless he started coming out and insulting them in the press
right.
conference. Or
he does a Conte.
He'll never get fired. Yeah, he'll never get fired. Yeah, he'll walk.
Antonio, what an asshole.
Well, I think they're talking about extending Conte at Tottenham. I'm like, really? Wait till he goes off. Wait till the January window where they don't bring anybody in, and he freaking pitches a fit.
Nice payout.
But do you know what? And Spurs fans are on the brink. You know why you don't hear it? You're starting to hear a little bit. But you know why you don't hear a lot of like this sucks or anything? They're waiting to see what the payoff is for this Conte football. If it results in a trophy, they'll be fine. If it doesn't, that's when the flip will happen.
Yeah, because this football sucks.
Yeah. Even like yesterday, it was like, I remember what that was like going back to 17-18 season, watching that yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I said to Jester, the Premier League has to have a rule where they have to have at least Man United, Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, or Man City on one day of the week. You can't have them all off on the same day. It's just not right. It's not fair to everyone.
Yesterday was terrible.
It was atrocious.
And Everton
should have been 2-0 up.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They should have been 2-0 up.
Oh, yeah. No, dude. Andrew, they gave him the business. That's why that football shit. Everton was attacking the hell out of them.
Yeah. 2-0 up.
And that's why when Charlton went down, they brought in Basuma instead of an attacker. He brought on a defensive midfielder. That's prime Conte right there.
Well,
bro.
He may have won a trophy.
Conte.
He may have won a trophy for us, but I hated him. So,
well, I just think the guys look. It'll work if everybody buys in, but as soon as it starts to turn, everybody's out. As soon as they get a bad run of form, everybody's going to be out.
The football changes every couple of years.
It does.
I think that the years we had him, we won stuff, and the first season was amazing, and the second season wasn't as good because he didn't get the backing. But that being said, now we look in hindsight, even if he did have the backing, would the state of play remained? Would we have continued? I'm not totally sure because Pep's team grew, Klopp's team came in, they grew, and I don't think that Conte is. I love him, but he's not a B to C player, is he? He's more of as coach. He's more of an A to B coach. Takes you from a crisis to stability to maybe win something. But I don't think he's a guy that takes you from win something to elite. And I love Conte, I really do. But
if we had backed him, he would have gotten Lukaku. So I don't.
Yeah,
really know
swapping Costa for Lukaku wouldn't have been nice.
We're still two things. The Spurs fans will tolerate this. They don't win anything. By the end of the season, there's no way they're going to tolerate his football next season. There's no way. And also, we're still paying for that 17 transfer window now.
Yeah, we are.
I know we got a lot out, but we're still. I mean, Bakayoko's still at this club, so I don't know where the hell he is.
Is she really
skulking around somewhere?
Oh my
God!
God!
But we have to also remember that those players were not his choices. If you look things he said. He wanted Kyle Walker, who is still fairly good now, right? He wanted, who else was there? There was that guy with a mohawk, I forget, Rajan England. But then again, we got Kante instead.
Oh, he wanted
Nangolan.
Sandro. He wanted Alexandro.
Yeah, Alexandro, who's not really good anymore, but he was
older.
okay for those couple of years, wasn't he? So, and he did mention before Mbappe left Monaco, he said he'd be a special player. He said if he could have any striker, he'd have Harry Kane. So maybe his player ID was actually decent.
It's not that hard to say that Harry Kane's good, man.
Yeah, true. But
water's wet.
But his time is gone, and I'm not sure that he's able to keep up with the kind of forward-thinking attacking coaches that are now there. So I don't think we really miss him. We've got a new guy now who I really wanted. So I think we don't need to talk about Conte anymore.
I think he ends up at Juventus anyway.
Yeah, that would be good for all parties.
They are horrible. I cannot believe how bad their season has been. Vlahovic is probably sitting there thinking, man, I probably should have gone to Arsenal. I mean, Jesus.
But Tottenham wanted him too.
It's what happens when you lose Paulo Dybala, a generational player. Your team just isn't the same.
He's injured now.
He's so good, man. Oh my God! Everybody that doesn't like him is. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say.
He would have solved or right wing problems.
He is
awesome. He would have solved that issue quick.
Dude, he's so creative and he scores the most obscene goals. This guy draws attention. Yeah, he's one of my favorite players.
It's Marv's favorite player. He loves
Marv does not like Paulo.
I know.
No, I don't dislike. I never disliked him, but I never really thought that he was good enough to play for us. And maybe he could be. I mean, he's done very well so far for Roma. There's in 8 games, 5 goals, 2 assists. You can't argue with that.
Yeah.
But my argument was Juventus were getting worse and worse. And when you're getting worse, if you've got elite players, surely that elite player should make you better. And he didn't.
Yeah. I think everybody on Juventus just got worse, Marvin, and older.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think he's as bad as some of the other players that play in his position. I think there's a lot of numbers there. I don't think he's like, for example, Griezmann.
Griezmann.
I think are pretty overrated. I don't think he's that. I think he's a good player. At the moment, you can't argue. Europa League, he's played 3, scored 2, and this one 8-5-2. He's been brilliant so far for Roma. So, I think maybe he will only spend 1 year at Roma, and then big teams will be looking.
Yeah, well, he's injured anyway, so that's all on the shelf.
Must only be about 28, right?
He's 28, yeah.
Dybala,
still got some years in him. He could go to it and try it at another big club.
Yeah, I think he's special, but I don't know what else to say about that. The match was such
shit! Get in! Oh, you gotta dunk that shit!
Oh man!
Oh my God! Breakaway!
He didn't curl it. He hit it through straight.
Oh wow!
I'm behind. I'm behind. I think.
Dude, Man City, what are you doing there? That is a suicide line. Holy shit! What are you doing up there?
Who do we want to win this game?
I want City to win.
I want Liverpool to win because City. I don't want them to get ahead of us.
Oh, it's a good
we
save.
need City to drop, don't we?
That's a great save.
We need City to drop points, don't we? So,
yeah.
Only if you think we're in a title race.
I do.
Well, we have to aim high, right? We can't be aiming for.
Andrew, these teams have not played us yet, man. They haven't.
But Man City have made the rest of us cup teams, guys. So I'm
just one injury and they are not the same team.
Oh,
well,
Sam, how have you missed
Look at us
that?
with one injury. We struggled today without Reece.
Yeah, well, Salah is. They should have signed Mane and got rid of Salah.
Talk about one injury.
I agree with you.
Edison's down.
Yeah, well, I mean, what I'm saying is, if they lose their striker, who is injury prone, they are not the same team.
By the way,
If Haaland goes down, we could be back in.
2 minutes ago, Haaland just robbed Thiago Alcon average with the ball.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh, yeah, I think Thiago's overrated as well. That's quite annoying.
Yeah, he's not. He can't lace Cesc Fabregas's boots.
He should have pulled a right bumper B there, Marvin, FIFA style. Little finesse.
Nice drag back finesse. Oh man, that's close. Yeah, I guess we do kind of want Liverpool to win this, don't we?
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
I don't know.
Draw wouldn't be bad though. Draw not bad. How many points are we behind City if they draw?
I think with a game in hand, we wait.
I'll tell you right now.
They're on 20, they're on
Arsenal has 24 points. Man City
27.
27 now.
Oh, is it not updated? They didn't update this?
Man City are on 24 points if they draw.
ESPN's not updated the table. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Man City on 23, right? They're on 23. Man
Yeah.
City.
Yeah.
They'll be on 24 if they draw.
Oh, yeah,
So are we on 19 points now?
We're on 19.
Okay, good. Because I was looking at that table and I was like, oh my god.
Why are we on 90? Oh yeah, of course we played a game less than Tottenham, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yes.
We played 2 games. Oh no,
We need a 2-game swing.
Yeah.
To get back in this.
Yeah, well, I'm not worried. I think Tottenham and Arsenal are going to fall off anyway. I think that you're starting to see injuries.
Hey, Jared, Ben Jacobs just messaged me. He's coming on 4:30 on Thursday. For his time. Ben Jacobs, the fucking journalist.
On what stream?
Which one do you want? I mean, I probably Worldwide Chelsea.
The goal, City score. Haaland scored.
Oh yeah.
Fuck.
Foden, I think.
Like I said, I'll be at work, bro.
No, it'll be in the. It's going to be in the morning. It's going to be in the morning.
Oh well. Let's see. 4:30 his time would be 10:30 my time. I go to work at 11. So you might have to. Yeah, either I have to call in sick, or you're gonna have to. You can do it on Worldwide Chelsea.
If Jesters goes to work at 11, and we need and just hurry up and get Liao done.
Don't even try and say that's a foul on the goalie. Don't even try and say that's a foul.
Did Haaland score again?
No, Foden scored.
Foden.
That might be a foul. That is a foul by Haaland on Fabinho, though, I think.
Ooh.
But not on the goalie. That's 50-50.
No, the foul is by Haaland.
Goal has been cancelled.
Yeah,
Haaland.
Haaland kicked Fabinho in the back of the leg there.
That's a butt, man. When they go to the screen, you know it's going to be overturned.
You know, if they're going to overturn it, why even go to the screen?
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's not like they look at it and go, no, I'm going to keep my own same decision. They never say that.
Pep, don't lose some hair over this, Pep. Jeez Louise.
Right?
Yeah.
What are they saying?
Well, it's be coming off his balls from now on. He ain't got no hair up top.
Oh, that dude, Jared, that's a foul. Come on. That is a foul on Fabinho. Come on.
Yeah, Haaland just kicked him in the back of the leg. That's terrible.
Kick him somewhere else.
Joe Gomez, dude, is awful.
He's so bad. He's so bad, Marvin.
Yeah.
He would never make Chelsea. He would never play for Chelsea.
I'm surprised he still plays for Liverpool, to be honest.
He got stripped, man. He got stripped. He's terrible.
He is like one of the worst defenders in the league, and that is a league that includes Harry Maguire.
Yeah, he's very bad. He's too slow as well.
He pulled his jersey too. Yeah.
It's definitely a foul.
Oh, come on, man. I thought that Liverpool would show up last week.
They're not quite the same. They're not.
Pep Guardiola is losing his shit right now.
Yeah, he's pulling. He's pulling.
Oh my god, dude, they are. Look, now Klopp's getting into it. Oh my god, this is fascinating.
I've got it on my other screen right now. Sorry, folks, it's a kind of a impromptu watch along.
Oh fuck! Who cares, man? This is hilarious.
I said I'd never go to one of those watch-alongs. I've broken my.
Marvin, I make fun of everybody, and then I still do them too.
Mo Salah, header. You missed it.
Yeah, dude. City is porous today, huh?
They're like their defense is bad. It's overrated anyway.
I keep telling people records. They don't do well at Anfield. They've won twice in 20 years in all comps. Twice.
That's their best miss.
You have to bury that freaking Ratatouille.
Jota sucks.
That's why I call him Ratatouille. Because he kind of looks like a cartoon mouse. If you look from him from the side, his profile, he looks like a cartoon mouse.
He is a bit ratty, isn't he?
And it does reminds me.
I'm sure he's a very nice man.
Ratatouille.
What a miss that was. How you've got to score that.
Yeah, I
Hey,
know.
Marvin, I was telling you, man, Liverpool has been giving them the business today. They have been creating chances.
Why couldn't they do this against Arsenal last week?
Oh, they were horrible against Arsenal. Like
They are.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, De Bruyne in. No, good defending.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what, guys. I don't know about you, but I don't think anybody in the world should be rooting for Holland and City. I mean, you should not be.
No, I just want Liverpool to have a.
I'm sorry, I can't
terrible
root.
season.
I can't root for Liverpool. I just
I just want them to have a
Oh,
terrible
I'm just
season.
rooting for the table. I'm just rooting for the table.
I'll take the draw. I can't. I just can't. It's
Jesters, you should have scheduled this as a watch.
It is. If it's
kind of
for
is,
watching
man.
long, I'm sitting here going,
Foden,
no.
Foden. That was a foul. Foden, pass it. No. Good. Oh, rubbish. Come on.
Why are we cheering for the rivals? We need...
We're not. We're cheering for our own survival. This is all self-preservation.
This
man.
is like a schoolyard match. There's no defending.
Yeah.
It's just literally just one into the other.
This is what Pep Guardiola does not want. He does not want to play the way that Liverpool are playing because Liverpool loves this schoolyard shit. They love the back and forth.
This is like a football-basketball game at the moment.
Yeah.
This is what this is. No defense whatsoever.
Yeah, it looks like a La Liga game.
It looks like a Bundesliga game. Is what it looks like.
There you go. Now you're talking.
This is high line versus high line.
Oh
You
yeah.
get the-
Kick and run, kick and run. Oh my gosh, this.
That is a really good run. That is.
You know, the French Rashford would be very good in one of these games.
What about the Portuguese Cho?
Yeah, the
my
Portuguese.
God. The French Rashford, that is going to be one of your crowning jewels, Jared.
Oh,
my God.
Watch when he signs for us, he'll change his tune. Oh, yeah, he's a great sign.
I do wish Haaland played for us.
We know, Marvin. we know. Every tweet's got to be something about Haaland. I get you, man.
They're Norwegian Maratha. That's what he is, the Norwegian Maratha.
I mean, now you're just taking the piss, Jared.
Oh, man.
Or we could even say the Norwegian Lukaku.
I mean, they both are left-footed, right?
No, Lukaku is no-footed.
He's so dude. Do you know that we pay attention to this? Pay attention to what's going on at Inter. I don't know if we can actually get out of this thing with Lukaku. I'm
Cancel
dead
contract.
serious. I am dead serious. Like I don't know if that manager wants him, and if he doesn't want him, then that means he's coming back, and that is a problem.
Yeah, I brought this up yesterday when I was on Sarcasm City. That the reports are out, or they are appalled at his fitness and the drop off since he's returned from England. It's been 1 year. The dude went and ate every shepherd's pie in the freaking country.
Yeah.
He's
that type of body where just a couple meals and all of a sudden you're out of shape again. Jesus.
Somebody said he just eat. That's what I mean.
I mean, how many fish and chips do you have to eat to gain that much weight?
Certain people, it's pretty quick, man. It just happens. Footballers, you'd think that they'd be a professional all the time, but it's not always the case.
Oh no, I miscontrolled it.
Oh, Harvey Elliott, you muppet. You muppet.
Well, he's another B-Tech player.
I do not like Harvey Elliott at all.
Yeah.
He's like a bigger version of Billy Gilmore.
Scottish Javi, huh? The Scottish Javi? Yeah.
Iniesta.
Scott. Oh, that's right. Scottish Iniesta.
Billy Esther.
That is horrendous. There's another one. All the little Chelsea fans got completely wrong, huh?
Not me.
Tearing up at Brighton.
What did we get wrong?
Billy Gilmore.
Oh,
He is dining on that Meg he did on Fabinho. He's still dining on that Meg. He's not good, dude.
He's 5'5".
Oh, that control.
I know.
Do you think Klopp has the most punchable face in the Premier League?
I bet you that dude wears a mouth guard at night because he grinds his teeth.
Oh my God, he's
I need
ridiculous.
to get
He sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger to me too.
Oh,
Rubbish.
Oh man. Hey, talk about a return to form though. Firmino, he's back, baby.
Well,
Yeah.
I like Robert.
I mean, is he back? City have had like 5 chances since I've been watching. Defensive mid is supposed to protect the back 4, isn't he?
He said
Roberto Firmino.
Oh,
Firmino,
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, good
not
player.
Fabinho.
Yeah, Firmino would actually be perfect.
Yeah, he's good.
Just book Fabinho right now. It's a book.
Yeah.
Oh, Fabinho's he's done. That dude has lost a step.
You think so?
That's why their defense looks so bad. What everybody doesn't understand is the midfield is key to the way your defense plays. If you can run through the midfield, your center backs can only do so much, and that's why we play a back 3.
Lewis just he just posted his vlog. Let me ask you a question. Don't fans get pissed when you have your phone on a selfie stick watching these games?
There's about 2,000 other people doing the same thing. That's why.
Okay.
And
I mean,
it's
it's almost
fans-
like if I'm sitting behind him, I'm like Lewis, and I like Lewis a lot. I'm not shitting on him. I just be like, yo, get your fucking phone out of my face. I would be pissed. But,
A load of them are doing. Everyone's doing the same thing now. So it's like,
I mean, I know, but I'm curious as to like whether football teams are going to like litigate that, because if everybody's doing it, it impedes
as long as
viewing.
he doesn't show. All he does is show his face.
Oh, Holland.
He doesn't show any of the game. So,
Yeah. Oh, for rights. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
It's very you can show small parts of the game, but it's like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
think 10
it's like
seconds on
sampling a
YouTube.
song. It's like sampling a song.
Yes, there you
10
go.
seconds of it. Gotcha.
It's a 10-second.
No, I just think if I was sitting behind him, I'd be like, dude, I'm trying to watch this
No,
game.
because you probably noticed the randomness. People doing. That's what I mean. There's people who got their phone out. As well.
Gotcha. No, again, I'm not like, look, I love Lewis. I just,
Yeah.
Yeah, Ray, you're absolutely correct. Kepa did save us 3 points today. He was absolutely probably our best goalkeeping performance of the season by far. Probably one of the best I've seen in a while. I mean, dude, he was not giving up a goal today.
I think that was. I think the last one I can remember where it was so crucial was probably Mendy's performance against Brentford last season.
Yeah,
the 1-0 where it
he
was even saving it with his head in that game.
Yeah,
he got his massive head in between the ball and the goal.
I'm wondering.
Way to use your head, Mindy.
I know, right?
I'm wondering if this is gonna affect his contract situation, Mendy.
He ain't getting who, Mindy or Kepa?
Mendy.
Mindy ain't. I don't think he'll get a new contract because you've got Graham Potter who values a keeper who can play with the ball at his feet, and Mindy ain't that.
Yeah.
All
righty.
So
I'm gonna head out here, boys. I gotta go to the gym
Wrap up.
before I go to watch the RSL game.
well, tell Jim I said
Grab some
hello.
grub before the NFL.
Hey, there you go, Jared. Another dad joke.
All right, we'll go ahead and hit it there.
Great time,
Marv,
fellas.
Carlito, Andrew, and Josh, thanks for coming on. Thanks everybody for watching along with us. Have a great Sunday, and we'll be back to do this again all next weekend. So,
Yes, sir.
Bye, guys.
y'all have a blessed one.
Mason Mount out.